So he asked me, so I had asked him, I'm sorry the video cut off, but I had asked him how come, the dog wouldn't do well over there in Colombia. I say, she would have to, get used to the environment over there. And he says, yeah, because the thing is, his dog has, she has a problem with hot weather. Some dogs can take the hot weather. And that's not the first dog I heard that was like that. But he said if the dog was to go over there, she probably couldn't handle the weather. So she's used to having the air conditioning over here. So when he was letting me know how it is over in Colombia, I was like, wow, there's a lot of inconveniences over there. But if they don't have air conditioning and they have cold water, no hot showers, I could live like that. See, we're in America, we have conveniences. So these are things we're used to, and we get spoiled and we get attached. So now that Earth is changing and these things may be knocked out again, this is why I say the Earth is going to get so hot, it's going through a cleansing once again. And while she's going through a cleansing and the Earth is getting hot, guess what's going on? A lot of the animals that's not used to the Earth being so hot and so radioactive with a lot of heat and energy, with the high vibration that's coming on the planet, he was saying that the dog probably wouldn't be able to handle the heat over there or the temperatures of the sun, over in Colombia. Because the dog that he has, being that he's my neighbor, he has air conditioning, and the dog likes air conditioning. But another thing I want to talk about was the fact that when he was just talking to his dog, he lets me know she's like his daughter, and she's so in tune with life, and he's so in tune with her. He knows her real well based on the body language. So when we were talking, I was like, he was telling me like she's ready to go, she's hungry and this and that. And I was like, how do you know that? He said, because I could look at the pupils in her eyes and a certain way that she looks and things like that. He says when he starts to curse or get upset, she'll come up to him and lick him on his face like, calm down, it's all right. The dog is very intelligent. Very, very intelligent. I can't think of the name of those dogs that Lassie, the dog named Lassie we used to watch on TV. I forgot what breed she was. I do not remember the name offhand. I do not remember the name. Oh! Come to think about it, I think Lassie was a collie. I think that's what she was. And he calls the dog named Kali Kali. So I'm thinking that's the dog's name, but that's also a Hindu goddess named Kali, goddess of destruction. Yeah, come to think about it. But he was just saying, the dog can't handle the hot temperatures or the heat over there. So first thing I was like, oh, okay. Kind of made me wonder. I was right about what I said, because this is not the first time I heard somebody say this about a dog. You feel what I'm saying? First time I heard somebody say this about a dog, it was one of those, the Frenchies, the little French bulldogs and the Frenchies. I heard that about them where, if it gets too hot or whatever, they'll start to breathe a certain type of way, and they probably could die in hot temperatures. And then you have, his dog was a bigger dog, a much bigger dog. And he was saying that, she couldn't handle the temperatures over there in this country. So I was like, wow. So when the planet heats up, a lot of the parasites and a lot of the parasitic animals and a lot of the people who can't deal with the hot weather, who's not natural to the planet, and the elements that are heating up right now because of the earth is heating up and everything right now, it lets me know certain bloodlines, certain insects, certain parasitic animals like dogs and stuff, they won't be around no more. They won't be able to handle the heat coming on the earth. You know what I mean? I mean, cats, they have their little mechanism where, if they get hot, I'm pretty sure they can cool their bodies off, because I haven't really studied cats like that. But I also know that when cats are happy and stuff like that, and they go to purring and stuff, the purr that they make, brr, 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 that purr that they make actually heals you. it heals you and runs away bad spirits and stuff like that. Being the fact that they say the cats have 9 lives, some cats do okay in the summer weather. I've seen cats panting and they trying to catch their breath because the hot summertime weather or the springtime, it affects them. Who doesn't feel the heat on the earth when it gets hot? But the majority of the time, once the cats clear their breath and everything is okay, and it's not too hot, they still rip and run and play around like they're supposed to. So, I just realized Earth is changing. Everyone has a story. Everyone that's here on Earth communicates in some type of way. There are many entities that communicate with other entities. You know what I mean? Just like we have a way of communicating with animals. And I thought it was funny when he said that sometimes when he gets frustrated and he goes to getting upset about something, the dog can come and, run up on him and lick him and stuff like that. Like, makes me think about Holy Spirit and just being in tune with nature, where your animals know what's wrong with you quicker than a mother would know what's wrong with her child that breastfeeds. Then again, it's the same connection. Shout out to my boy Osei Kafur, who just did a video today on the power and the connection of a mother breastfeeding their child. Made a whole lot of sense. I come from a family with 6 children. We were all breastfed, so it's a deeper connection. Now, my son and my daughter, my son turned 15 today, my daughter 16. They weren't breastfed, but they're smart babies. But breastfeeding connects the mothers to the children. That's why some mothers don't know what's going on with their children. They wasn't breastfed. It wasn't a connection. They just pushed them out. Powerful thing, I'll go ahead and put that video in the link about breastfeeding. Because it's a lot of things that I realize that comes on this internet and this social media when it comes to learning about truth and enlightenment, true spirituality. I watched a lot of the 13 Son back in 2011 and 12, and I got on point with myself and my true nature and left the religion, Jehovah's Witnesses. And then when I came across people like Muji and Bobby Hemmett, I got put on the Muji because of the 13 Son. I like Muji. And then Osei Kafur, who's on YouTube, he was once a student of Bobby Hemmett. And he took the sciences and he further stretched them, into his own lifestyle. And I must say, it's only like 2 people I've seen. 2 people I've seen on YouTube that's real light beings. The 13 Son and Osei Kafur. The reason I say that is because I see orbs, lights, shadows, spirits, all types of phenomena going around that the camera is picking up off of the 13 Son, powerful aura field, and then Osei Kafur aura field, where you would see orbs spinning around him like a lighthouse. These are 2 people on the internet, Osei Kafur and the 13 Son. I see light and a whole bunch of energy around these brothers. And I learned a little piece from one brother and a little piece from another brother. And we all on the same page, getting out in the nature, putting your feet into the soil, transforming your body, because Earth is going to transform with us. And we going to ride with her new body and our new body. And the old Earth get left behind. We going to split and go with her. So we on this ride with Sister Earth right now too, who's about to become a mother. You feel me? So it's like, these are some beautiful times and beautiful things ahead to live in a constant state of surprise and wonder and not knowing what's going to happen next, because the Earth is going through some beautiful changes where she'll never fall and be in a physical plane again, but she'll be in a lighter spiritual plane. This is the last planetary body, thank you 13 Son, the Earth, that's now in a physical form. All the other planets is ahead of Earth. But Earth is the last one that's in a physical form right now, where we're walking upon her. And when she goes through that light speed and becomes a lighter body, and she splits, then she'll be a part of the royal family where it'll be like fifth dimension, higher vibration other than this physical realm here. That's something beautiful to know. So that means this is a lot of people last time to actually become enlightened and get up out of here. Because once the earth speeds up, that's it. That's it. If you get left behind, hey, this is why I'm doing everything I can do right now, because I was told years in advance. Thank you, Osaka 4. Thank you, the 13th son. And thank you, great mother, Mother, Father, Yah, Elohim. If it wasn't for those brothers, that rabbi, those messengers, those different teachers that letting me know what's what, at first they looked like they were stupid and crazy and this and that, but and I got an uncle like that. Now I realize they was on the path to enlightenment, and it looked crazy because it's the ancients did this. A lot of people don't want to walk barefoot. They don't want to get their feet dirty. A lot of people don't want to, cover their heads and get their bodies right because the earth and the heat up and the sun and the solar system. We're in a different star system right now. They want to wear what they want to wear. They feel like, I'm not a child in school wearing uniforms. I wear what the hell I want, men and women. And now that things are changing and people feeling some type of way, people like myself, the way I dress, the way I look, I'm not shaving, everything natural on me the way it's supposed to be. My diet, everything I eat is totally different from when I was younger. And I feel like a whole different new type of person, a new being. And y'all see me on these videos, the things that are around me, how I'm changing, the glow upon me. I went through a lot of work that I had to work on the inside. And I'm grateful for all the people that came in my life, whether good or bad, that put me in positions where I had to be by myself because nobody wanted to answer the phone, or they ghosted me because I really wasn't on their level, and they just have many friends, and I'm one of the options of their many other options, be it friends or whatever. So when I went through phases like that fucks with my emotions. And when that fuck with my emotions, this is what a lot of people want to do. They have the power to make you suffer and have the authority to do so and want to get the upper hand and get the last laugh. But a lot of people right now, they know Jermaine, the indescribable at 1981. I'm getting the last laugh right now. And it's not a laugh where, I like the fact that they're down. It's just a laugh where, it's more so saying like, I ain't know what was going on. And sometimes people like to manipulate those who don't know what's going on because it's much easier and they can do what they want to do and get away. And then we'll have to think back to it years later like, oh, that's what that was all about. And this is what they don't realize. All the times that I was going through things and then, some of my friends got ghosts, I was wondering what was wrong. And then now that all is said and done, they're wondering why they don't see me no more, because they don't realize I've had many a times to myself. See, I was to a point where when I was smoking and drinking and indulging the right way, I was around people that were doing the same thing I was. So I was on their level and their vibration. Little do they know, by them acting funny and cutting me loose and ghosting me, that pushed me back into my own solitude by myself with my own beer, my own liquor, my own marijuana. Don't have to pass or share nothing. Me, my indulgence, and the spiritual world with the Most High Creator. Sitting at many different parks and sit inside many different lakes, going to many different ocean fronts on beaches, giving thanks out loud and silently in my head, telepathically. Trying to understand, why am I changing? What changes am I going through? Why are these things happening to me? Deep questions, deep self-reflection. And because of that brought me to the person that I am now, and I'm constantly evolving. I remember when I used to do videos and stuff at first on a different phone, I used to see my photo in aura field. It wasn't like this. So now when I hold Stardust, ears ringing, 42 years old, vibrating high with the earth, it's finna get hot. A lot of the parasitic animals not gonna make it. They see the changes in the camera. If it wasn't for quality cameras, you couldn't pick up the aura field or the orbs. Most people know what's going on since the Holy Spirit is heavy on the earth now. They can play crazy, but they feel some type of way. Huh? Banks shutting down, the economy, starships all around the earth, government lying. They scared. They don't want no panic. Feel me? So a lot of them done been lied to themselves. Don't matter the race or color. Caucasians, Europeans, Arabs, all of them been lied to. You feel me? So, hey, it come full circle. That's why you don't have no hatred. You don't wish bad on nobody. Because if I had to experience the ups and downs, they going to have to experience the ups and downs too. And it's going to be situations where you experience the ups and downs. Ain't nobody going to answer the phone some days. Ain't no weed man you need to get some weed from going to answer the phone some days. So you got to tough it out without it. You know what I mean? Maybe a day you don't have no money at all. You got to tough it out and deal with it. These are situations that drive people crazy. But these are the situations that I myself been through. So now I've been through the changes and I had them a long time. That's why I tell people, it's okay if we hang out and we enjoy each other and start, but be real when you have friends in your life. Be real and at least speak what you like to do and say what you like, because everybody ain't going to catch on. And sometimes people like dumbass friends that they can run over and use and they don't know what. Because I know the role I played in a lot of people's lives now. And one thing about me, I don't take out my pain or suffering, and I don't build up hatred on friends that ghost me or left me hanging in the past because I wasn't enough for them, or we just didn't see eye to eye, or they was just around me for being fake spirituality and all of that. I just look at it as I now have love and compassion for people who was being fake, even though they thought they was trying to be themselves. They was copying off of other people, and when nobody want to deal with them, they speak bad about that person. Then when that person motivates themselves and, becomes a success in life, and that same person, I myself had a lot of people, a lot of friends, men and women, that I tried to motivate to pursue their careers and things that they love, and they always had a fear of taking the first step or even giving it a try at least. So when I saw that happening, I was like, okay. When I saw that happening, I was like, okay, I can show a person all the gifts they have inherent inside them and show them their true internal value. But it's up to them to motivate themselves to do so, because what if I'm not around no more? And then you still have a dream you still haven't put into action. But you see someone else with the same fears, one day they say, fuck it, and they put it into action. And they blow up. Now you want to jump on board and take the credit, but you was too ashamed and didn't have the man, fuck it, attitude to jump on it and say, despite your fears, fuck this shit, I'm finna do this. That's a lot to learn, man. It's a lot to learn. But yeah, that's just a conversation I had with my neighbor. It went from 2 different videos because as I was trying to cross the road a little bit back there, it was like how you say, my finger hit I guess the screen split button that brings them into short boxes so you can scroll and slide them up, and my finger hit the button and then it went off, and I was like, oh shoot. I know when you're going live, it don't do that. It may jump off, but you'll still see it like, oh, cancel the live or keep going. I just keep going. But, when you're pre-recording like this, you hit a button by mistake, it's like, oh, man, I was going with the flow and video stopped. So, just touching bases back with y'all once again. Almost every day that passes, I don't care what goes on. If it's meant for me to make a video and Holy Spirit puts it upon my heart to go ahead and hit record and put up a video, I'm going to do so. I'm grateful for my brothers, Osaka 4 and the 13th Son. The only 2 spiritual brothers I've seen online with a powerful glow around them and orbs and light beings, and the Great Mother. They both speak on the Great Mother. And, one goes a little deeper into the sciences and the solar system than the other, One's out of Tampa and one's out of Virginia. Osaka 4 and the 13th Son. I'm proud of them two brothers. They've led me on the righteous path with the body, with the proper foods, sound frequencies, light vibration, solar system, solar beings, you know, and we here for a purpose. And I'm so grateful for these brothers because when they drop videos, Osei 4 been dropping some pretty consistent every now and then. The 13th son, it's been some years since he did a video. And I heard him today on Twitter say, you know, he see a lot of gurus and fake prophets out here misleading people. None of their heads covered. They ain't got no glow. The camera ain't picking up no aura field or no angels or orbs around them. So they really imposters. They just lifeless, getting online talking shit. They not radiating or vibrating. So they is not what they say they is. And the 13th son said he itching so bad to get on camera and show that light that's around him and get these motherfuckers right. All he gotta do is upload that YouTube channel and I get that subscription or that notification pop up. I'm sure going to click the video. I don't care if it's an hour long. I'm finna click on that video because these are two brothers and my elders that I learned from. 10, 11, 12 years ago, 6, 7 years ago. I've learned from these brothers, and I'm so grateful for them. I didn't mention any other names at all. Now, Muji and Bobby Hemmett, I used to see aura fields around them. I see aura fields around them all the time. So I want to say Muji, Bobby Hemmett, Osei 4, and the 13th son. The only 4 brothers I saw on YouTube. They got light around them, orbs, angels. You can see all type of ancestors. Anybody else online, I can't see no energy around them. I don't see no glow. So I think they devils. Come on, if you got the spirit in you and the spirit is activated, you're going to see light on the nose. You're going to see light on the forehead. You're going to see light on the cheeks. You feel me? You're going to feel your hair standing up. You feel me? And we got that stardust. So it's always divine, baby. It's in the heart. Most High. They gonna know. They gonna know when this ground shake and rumble. It's going down, baby. It's going down. I'll get back at y'all later with another video. Better get right, because you're gonna get left back. I can't help it, man. I can't help it.